Hello everyone and welcome to Seance with Silentdeth, a series in which I basically yammer on while stuff happens in the background. This is a regular series for me to address my viewers and ask you questions and get some input from y'all on what you want to see. So, big news today, or well yesterday, there has been a patch for X Rebirth 2.0 patch, adding a number of things, including improved joystick support, a Gravdar radar thing. I don't know how to pronounce that, but whatever they added.
Incoming message.
I've been thinking about continuing my old Choose Your Own Galactic Adventure X3 series, but with this patch I may actually do an X Rebirth series. Let me know which one you would like. In the background here you see part of the old Choose Your Own Galactic Adventure series from some time ago. I've been meaning to finish the series for a while, I just haven't gotten around to it because I have so many other things on my plate, and this is a rather time-consuming thing to play. Also, you'll have noticed that there are a number of new series going on, more than I usually do, and there's a reason for this. While I'm playing Space Engineers, my frame rate has been dropping down to about 15. Not very good. So I need to upgrade my computer. Unfortunately, I cannot afford it right now. I had some money saved for it, but then I had to have a root canal, which took up all my spending cash. I do have all the money from my channel set aside for upgrading my computer, but that's not enough to do a complete upgrade. It is, however, enough to get a new joystick, and I'm going to be getting a Thrustmaster 16000M, which is an ambidextrous joystick, and I'm left-handed, so I've been using a Logitech 3D Extreme, which is a right-handed joystick. It's just very uncomfortable for sessions that last any length of time, trying to just hold it, and it's hard to reach some of the buttons. So the Thrustmaster should help a lot with that, hopefully. It was from, I think it was Micro Center or something like that, $20 or $25, something along those lines. Fairly cheap. That's about what I paid for the Logitech 3D Pro Extreme several years ago. And the Logitech does still work, but I wanted something that's a little bit more comfortable for my hand if I'm going to be using it a bit more. I'm also thinking maybe doing some more War Thunder. I'm not sure on the War Thunder because it does take my internet connection to play it, and right now I'm using my internet connection almost 100% of the time to upload videos, especially with the new series. And speaking of trying to raise money for a new computer, if you have anyone who might like this channel, please suggest it to them. Also, hitting the like button or commenting or subscribing if you're not already will help with making the videos be suggested on the little sidebar for related videos. It will having more comments and more likes makes it more likely that YouTube will put the video there on other people's videos, so that I can get more referrals that way. I'm sorry I cannot speak today. It is hard to do a speaking episode when I cannot speak, but that's just how it is. What else were we going to talk about today? Oh yeah, Space Engineers. Also, about Space Engineers, I wanted to know exactly what format you would prefer the episodes be in. Right now, I usually do 30 minutes to an hour episodes every 4 days, and that's originally how I was planning on doing this. However, I've been watching some other people's Let's Plays myself, simply because I can only play the game so much without getting too far ahead of y'all. I don't want to do a whole bunch of episodes recorded, because then I will be way above you, and then patches will come out and stuff will change, and it just may not be relevant. But most of the people's videos I've been watching, at least the better ones, I won't say that there are all the videos are terrible, but there haven't been as many good, at least not in my search, my crappy YouTube search of looking for videos, the 5 minutes I spent looking for other series. Most of them weren't that great, but the ones that were good were shorter, 20 minutes around, and more frequent. So I was wondering what you would like in terms of that. As I said, have been planning on doing 30 minutes to an hour every 4 days, but instead I could do roughly 20 minutes every couple of days. Right now I'm planning on having this series air after Kerbal Space Program every 4 days, but I can have it air every other day, roughly around 6, and then on the other day it would be so it'd be after Total War Series and then after Kerbal Space Program, if it was the 20-minute thing. Not sure how you would want that to be, but let me know on that. There's also a request, I suppose. What kind of games you would want me to play? Any other series you might suggest? I have a few things that I've been thinking about doing but haven't gotten around to. So here's a few suggestions that you could vote on, or you could suggest something else. Starbound would be one of them. What is another one? Crap, I just had it. Oh yeah, FTL Advanced. I'm thinking about doing another series on that. What is it called? Warlock 2 Exiled, I believe what's the name of it, is another series. Civilization 5 is another series that I may do in the near future. Distance Worlds Universe, when it comes out, thinking about doing that. Maybe another season of AI War would be possible. Maybe some more Dwarf Fortress would also be possible if enough people really, really want that. But I can just take your votes on the comments, or if you would prefer, I could do like a straw poll and people could vote that way. And maybe I could maintain a straw poll. I know, like say, Quill18 has a ongoing poll on his homepage or his webpage that he maintains himself, but I don't have my own webpage, so I would have to use some other service like straw poll. I'm not sure how long those polls last though, but we could do something along those lines if that is what you want, or you can just mention it in the comments. Right now, I think mentioning it in the comments is good enough. We don't have that many people watching these videos, but I would need to get, I don't know. I don't know how YouTube's money thing scales. So I'm probably thinking a few hundred to maybe 1,000 episodes or views on average per video to be able to afford the kind of computer that I would need to get upgraded. The minimum I'm thinking about upgrading is my motherboard, my RAM. I want to get probably 32 gigabytes of RAM, though I can get by with 16. I just need to make sure that it's the right clock speed for whatever CPU, motherboard combo that I get. I also need a new video card. I have a 6900, Radeon series, but it's not. There's a new software, hardware combination thing starting at the 7700 series that allows me to use the video card for improved recording. I'm also keeping an eye on NVIDIA's Shadow Play thing that's recent, and their more recent video cards, which would also allow me a better way to record. Right now, recording is a bit difficult. It also contains a bit of a frame rate hit. Speaking of recording, I've been using a number of different programs and editing programs as well in the recent episodes. Factorio is recorded using Bandicam with capital H 264 codecs. It changes a bit later in the series because I was having some performance issues, but I changed the settings for the codecs to improve that a little bit. It is being edited in Cam Studio, which is not as great as the normal program that I use, Adobe Premiere Pro, but it does have a better sound automatic noise removal filter that I've been using, and let me know how that works for you. Both the video quality and the noise reduction filter. The Distance Worlds is being recorded with Cam Studio's recorder and also edited in Cam Studio because it has to be. The benefit of that is that it puts the commentary audio track in a separate, it doesn't merge them with the game audio like Fraps does. Total War is being recorded with Fraps, so it does merge the audio in with the game noise, which makes it harder to remove background noises. Space Engineers is being recorded with DX Story, and that also puts the audio in a separate track, the commentary audio in a separate track, though I have to jump through a few hoops to allow it to be edited in Adobe Premiere Pro, something with the way the audio works, and have to make sure that I use the right codecs. I'm using the Logarith or something like that, lossless codecs, and not the DX Story's own codecs, but the other one, the one that I said before that I can't pronounce. Kerbal Space Program is also being recorded in Fraps, though I may switch that to be using DX Story in the near future. DX Story does have a slight performance hit. Fraps does not, being that it's near lossless. It has a slighter performance hit. It's a tiny bit compression, but nowhere as near as many of the other programs. The Bandicam X264 or H264 video for Windows codecs is the best compression, though it's also the biggest hit on performance. I can also use that same codecs to record in DX Story if I want to, and likewise I can use the Logarith, lossless codecs to record in Bandicam if I set it up that way. They have access to both the same recording codexes. There's also Open Broadcast System, which I tried, and I did not like the video quality. I tried doing that with Factorio. It did not work at all, or it was very grainy and stuff. I may try doing some live streaming with that. That is something else I want to talk about, is I'm planning on doing some live streaming in the near future with Space Engineers. I want to create my own custom start. I believe I mentioned that in the first episode of the season. But I wanted to create my own custom start and maybe some of my own custom ships. I've been looking into the stuff required to do that, and it doesn't seem to be particularly difficult. You can design stuff in Creative and basically copy and paste it into the necessary files. There's a few other things that I wanted to do, that you need to do, and I want to do, to get it properly set up so that the game will include them. Or you can make it some custom things, like there's a mod out there, I forget the name of it, but it allows the convoy or the cargo ship spawning. It spawns in convoys instead of just a single ship. So that would be something interesting to do. That's going to be a bit in the future because I want to design a few things in my survival world. Do a few more tests to get a little bit of a better feel for how those ships should be. But I'm also considering that I will do the live streaming to create a starting scenario, and it be partially a tutorial and partially just me doing it. I guess that's also a tutorial. I guess. Something like that. But you could come there and maybe provide suggestions for stuff that you want to be included. I was thinking of doing a escape pod survival starting thing, like you start in a escape pod ejecting from the wreckage of a exploding ship or a disintegrating ship. That's the custom start I had planned on doing. I'm not sure if I would do a new world to use that custom start. Probably not yet, but maybe some point in the future when I do start a new world, I'll probably use my own custom start. And then some of the ships, I would want to add some more ships. There aren't that many. I think there are like maybe 5, maybe a little bit more than 5. There aren't very many of the stock ships in the game already. The cargo stock ships and the military stock ships. There's 3 military ones and 3 or 4 of the non-military ones. Not a wide variety, but an idea I had was to maybe have some viewer contest with designing some ships to be included in that, and also possibly designing my own. So look for that in the little bit future, maybe in a month or so. There is a lot to do on the Space Engineers world before I get to that, so I'm not entirely certain. It depends on whether we switch to the 20-minute format or keep with the half-hour to hour format. But I think that's everything that I wanted to cover, at least this episode of Seance with Silentdeth. If you have any questions you want me to answer next episode, or you have any questions you want me to answer like in the comments below, you can put them in the comments below. Also, don't forget to vote on what games you might be interested in. FTL, going over the list again, FTL, X3, X Rebirth, War Thunder, Civilization 5, Starbound, Warlock 2, and anything else you might potentially be interested in. But thanks for watching. Like if you like, subscribe if you're not, comment if you have anything to say. I do read all the comments, and I will see you next time!